Good morning. So I hope you watched that two classes, right? So addition, subtraction we completed in that and just started with multiplication. Multiplications law I told you, right? Exponents law of product. The last class I just mentioned you a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. This we told in the last class and I just showed you 3 or 4 examples. Means product law. Based on this we did 2-3 problems. 3 x raised to 5 y raised to 2 multiplied by 2 x y cube. How we can do this problem? So first what we should do is we should multiply the constant terms. Which are the constants in this? 3 and 2. Just multiply the constants. 3 2s are 6. Then we will move towards the variable part. Variables are, the first one is x. Here x, there also x. So first write x. And then the power is, here the power is 5 and here the power is 1. Only x, it means the power is 1. So what we should do, we should add them, m plus n. So this 5 plus 1, okay, means a raised to m plus n. A raised to m, a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. We wrote. Now the next one is y. So y, here the power is 2. 2 plus 3. So our answer is 6 x raised to 6 y raised to 3 plus 2 5. Don't think that it is 2 into 3, it is 2 plus 3 only. So our answer is 6 x raised to 6 y raised to 5. I hope this one is clear to you, and the last class we already did these problems. So shall we move towards the problem side? Exercise problems we will do. Exercise 19C. Exercise 19C, from that second section 8th one. Second section 8th one. In this question 8, 4, 3. 3 constant terms are there. So just multiply all that constants. 8 3s are, what is it? Sorry, 8 4s are 32 into 3. So we wrote 96. Before that, I hope you check this negative sign is here. So positive into negative, negative again into positive, negative. So we wrote that negative sign. Now just think about the x. Here x to the power 1, x to the power 3. So 1 plus 3 and y raised to 2 plus 2. So the answer is negative 96 x raised to 4 y raised to 4 is the answer. Now 10th one from the same section. So the 10th question we have 4 terms. 4 are there. So 5 into 2 into 7 into 2. So just multiply that constants first. 5 2s are 10, 7 2s are 14. So 140 we got. 140 and the sign here only one negative sign is there, rest all the numbers are positive. So positive into negative, negative. Now just move towards the x. Here 1, here 2. 1 plus 2 and then here there is no x term and here 3 plus 3 and then y to the power, here there is no y term, here only 1, here 3 and here 2. So our answer is negative 140 x raised to 6 y raised to 6. So the same way, there are enough and more problems in this exercise 19C. Okay, so just do that problems. Now we can move towards the fourth section. So till now we did multiplication of a term by another term, or we can say that multiplication of a monomial by a monomial. Till now we did monomial with a monomial. Now we are going to do binomial with a monomial. Okay, binomial with a monomial. Okay, let's start with the problems. Fourth section, third one. Fourth section, third one. So the question is, a binomial we should multiply by a monomial. So let's write them. How we can write? First write these two. 2xy minus 5by. Multiplication sign. This is a binomial. So just make it in a bracket. Multiplied by 4bx. If we are not writing here one multiplication sign, then also it is clear that we should multiply these two. So it is not compulsory that you should write here one multiplication sign. It is not at all compulsory. If you are writing, it is not wrong, but no need to write. Both are same. No problem. Okay. So how we can do? Each term of this binomial should be multiplied by this monomial. So how we can write? The first term is 2xy into 4bx. So first term we multiply. Now the second term. Before writing the second term, just think about the sign. Minus 5by into 4bx. So clear? So each term should be multiplied with this number. So first this 2xy should be multiplied with this 4bx. Then this 5by should be multiplied with this 4bx. In between, what is the sign? It should be given there. Now 4 2s are 8. Here x and x. So x square. I am not writing that 1 plus 1 here because we completed so many problems, right? So it may be clear to you. Now only one y term and then b. Suppose instead of this, if you are writing 8b x square y or 8x square by, all are same. It's up to you how you want to write. Okay, it is up to you. Any way you can write. Only the thing is, you should write all these terms there. X square is always there, b is everywhere there, and y also there. So anyway you can write. There is no problem. Okay. Now this minus. Why we are writing here minus itself? Because there is no other sign here, because it's positive and negative. So negative itself. 5 4s are 20. B square y x or xy. So this is our required answer. Answer is 8x square yb minus 20b square yx. Now seventh one, 9xy square plus 3x square y by 5xy. In this, first what we should do? We should write this binomial in a bracket. So 9xy square plus 3x square y in the bracket, and outside the monomial 5xy. Now multiply each term with this 5xy. 9xy square into 5xy plus 3x square y into 5xy. 9 5s are 45. x, x square, y square plus 1 is y cube, plus 5 3s are 15, x raised to 2 plus 1 is 3, and y raised to 1 plus 1, it's 2. So, we got the answer. If it is instead of a binomial, if it is a trinomial or more than that, then also we should do the same method. And this year we are not studying multiplication of a polynomial by a binomial. This year we are studying only with a monomial only. In your textbook, binomial also there, but we are not studying that. Only with monomial we are studying. Binomial we are not studying. That you will study in the next year. Now, section 5, fifth question. In this 4xy, the monomial is written in the first. So, if you want, you can write first itself that 4xy and the binomial in the bracket. Negative x square y minus 3x square y square. Even if we are writing in the right side or left side, there is no change. Now, multiply them. 4, here there is no constant, means it is 1. 4 into 1, 4. We will do one thing, we will first write expanded form and then we will multiply it. Minus x square y. Then if you want here it is positive, so we wrote positive sign there. 4xy into negative 3x square y square. If you want, you can write like this way, or if you want, instead of this, you can write here minus 4xy into 3x square y square. This way also you can write. This minus sign directly we wrote here and then we completed. I think this may be easy for you because if you are doing like this way, sometimes you may forget to write this negative sign there. So, better this negative sign, if it is there, just write it there and then complete. So, we can prefer this one instead of this. So, I am just writing like this. Okay. So, we can prefer this. Now, multiply them. We got 4. Here one negative sign is there and here it is a positive one. Positive into negative, negative. So, negative 4. X raised to 1 plus 2 is 3. Y raised to 1 plus 1, 2. Now, this minus 4 3s are 12. X raised to 3, y raised to 3. We got the answer. So, here only one thing I told, this negative sign of it is there, better you write that negative sign there and then complete it as we did. Now, next section is 8th one. In that 5th question. In this question, trinomial should be multiplied with a monomial. So, x, y, z, negative 13x y square z plus 15x square y z minus 6x y z square. Now, each term should be multiplied with this x, y, z. Negative 13, x raised to 1 plus 1, 2, y raised to 2 plus 1, 3, z raised to 1 plus 1, 2. I am just neglecting one step in between, directly I am writing the answers. Then plus 15, x raised to 2 plus 1, 3, y raised to 1 plus 1, 2, z raised to 1 plus 1, 2. Then minus 6, x raised to 1 plus 1, 2, y raised to 1 plus 1, 2 and z raised to 2 plus 1, it is 3. When you are checking, you can see that all the 3 terms are different. or we can say that all the three terms are unlike terms. If they were like terms, we can add or subtract, but here all are unlike terms. Here x square, here x cube. So they are unlike. These two are unlike. We understood. Now just think about these two, here x cube and here x square. So both are unlikes. When we will think about this one, here y cube and y square. So we can say that they are unlike terms. So if they were like terms, we can add. But it will come only when it will be a multiplication by a binomial, not with a monomial. If it was a binomial, we can think that and it will come in the next year only. One more problem we will do with this multiplication, and then we can move towards the division part. The next one is sixth question from the same section. So here the question is this one, and in between and is given. So first what we should do, just remove that and make this trinomial in the bracket. So 4abc minus 5a square bc minus 6ab square c in the bracket, and outside negative 2abc square. When we are writing this bracket, then only it is meant that this negative 2abc square should be multiplied with this all these three terms. If you are writing instead of this bracket, if you are writing simply this multiplication sign here, it means this multiplication is only for these two terms. It is not valid for these two. Because of that, we are saying don't write multiplication sign there. Instead, it should be written in a bracket. Now, let's start. 4 2s are 8, negative into positive, negative. A raised to 1 plus 1, 2. B raised to 2 plus 1. Sorry, 1 plus 1, 2. C raised to 1 plus 2, 3. Now here negative sign, here also negative. Negative into negative, positive. 5 2s are 10. A raised to 2 plus 1 is 3. B raised to 1 plus 1, 2. C raised to 1 plus 2, 3. Now this negative sign, negative into negative, positive. 6 2s are 12. A raised to 1 plus 1, 2. B raised to 2 plus 1, 3, and C raised to 1 plus 2, 3. And this is the answer. I know that I am just saying a little bit fast. Actually, it's a recorded class and you can watch it slowly and all. So, I'm just saying a little bit fast, I think so. If you are having any doubt, you just call me and then we will clarify. I know that it's very easy. So, why we are wasting our time? So, just move towards that. So, we just completed our multiplication part. Now, we are moving towards the division. So, as we told for multiplication, there is a law, product law of exponents. The same way for division also we are having one formula. Okay, some laws are there. So, just check that one. So, quotient law of exponents says that a raised to m divided by a raised to n. We can write it another way, that is a raised to m by a raised to n. Both are same, right? So, in the multiplication, the product law says that a raised to m into a raised to n is equal to a raised to m plus n. Multiplication case, it was addition. So, what will come for division? It is subtraction. Is equal to a raised to m minus n. Is it clear? A raised to m minus n. Only if m is greater than n. This is the clause. Okay. If m is greater than n, then only it will come m minus n. Suppose this m is less than n, then what will happen? Is it possible to subtract from m? No. Then what will come? This a raised to m by a raised to n is equal to, here which is the biggest one? Biggest one is n. So just bring down, that is 1 by a raised to. Here it is not m minus n, instead it is n minus m. N minus m. I hope this one is clear to you. If m is greater, then m minus n. If n is greater, then n minus n. Where is that number? Bring it to that side. If it is in the numerator, bring it to numerator. If it is denominator, bring it to that. By doing the problems, it will be more clear to you. So just understand, this is the quotient law of exponents. So let's check this with example. Let the law, let it be there. 27. Okay, first no need of this constant terms, just do with the variables. X raised to 7 by x raised to 5. How we can do this? Which is the biggest one? 7 or 5? 7 is the biggest one. So we have to take this one to the numerator, which is equal to, what it is? A raised to m minus n. So instead of a, here it is x. So x raised to, the biggest number is 7. 7 minus 5. What is 7 minus 5? 2. So the answer is x square. Okay. Suppose the number or constant was there along with it. 12 x cube by 4x square. 12 and 4, we can cancel them. How many times 4 in 12? 3 times. So constant part we got, that is 3. Now here cube and here square. So x raised to, numerator is the biggest one. 3 minus 2. So the answer is 3x raised to, 3 minus 2 is 1. But do we want to write it as 1? No, no need. So the answer is 3x. In another case, if n is bigger, then how we can do? Y raised to 4 by y raised to 6. Here which is the biggest one, 4 or 6? 6 is the biggest one. So how we can write? There is no numerator, only the numerator is 1. So 1 by y raised to, the number is 6 minus 4. 6 minus 4 is 2. 1 by y square is the answer. Suppose 3x cube by 2x raised to 5. Can we cancel them? No. So what we will do? 3, 1 by. Is it possible to write 31? No. So numerator is 3 itself. Numerator is 3 itself. Then 2 x raised to 5 minus 3. And the answer is 3 by 2 raised to 2 x raised to 2. This is the answer. I hope this one is clear to you. So, product law we studied, and today we studied about the quotient law. In the quotient law, a raised to m by a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n if m is greater than n. If n is greater, then 1 by a raised to n minus n. Then numerator will be 1. If there is no constant, then only 1 will come. Otherwise, what was it? Constant? It will come there. With one more problem we will do, and then we can wind up. See, this is a question. So 15 and 5, we can cancel them. 5 in 15, how many times? 3 times. So we got 3. And just think about the numerator. Here 3, here 3. Both are same. So 3 minus 3 means 0. So we can cancel them. So we just cancelled both. Now y raised to 4. Where is the biggest one? Biggest one in the denominator. So we just wrote in denominator y. 4 raised to y raised to 4. Here it is 1 minus 1. Y raised to 4 minus 1. And when we are thinking about z, where is the biggest one? In the numerator. So we wrote z raised to 4 minus 2. And the answer is 3 z square by y cube. I hope this one is clear to you. So with that, we are winding our today's class. So just go through the problems, do it, and then if you are having any doubt, just ask me. Okay? Thank you.